Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Lonnie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be making some strawberry biscuits for you guys. These are perfect to bring to any Easter event, any Easter get-together, or to just make for your family as a sweet treat whenever you want. This will be my first long form video that I upload. I have been uploading shorts for some time, doing makeup and food here and there, and those have been doing kind of good. So I figured let's go ahead and start making some long form content and see how this goes. For now, I will be uploading every Friday, different recipes for you guys to try out, different things that I like to cook for my family. So just let me know what you guys would like to see from me along the way, and let's just jump right into it. First, you're gonna start out with your dry ingredients. You're gonna sift 2.5 cups of flour into your big bowl. After that, you're gonna go ahead and add 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. If you don't want that much sugar in yours, add less. After all my dry ingredients are mixed in, I like to go in with my butter. I use 3/4 cup of butter. Before I even start doing the recipe, about 30 minutes ahead of time, I like to freeze my butter just to make sure it's as cold as possible. I go ahead and I grate in half of the butter, and then the other half I like to cube up into cubes. I like to leave in the bigger chunks of butter in my dough because I feel like it creates better layer, more flakier biscuit. I do this in my regular biscuits as well as these strawberry biscuits. Once you've added in your butter, you want to go ahead and either cut that in with the pastry cutter or use your hands or use a food processor. I like to just use my hands to cut that in and make sure the butter is well combined into the flour. And after that, we're gonna go in with our buttermilk. Pour the buttermilk in very slowly as you start to form a dough. Once you're done pouring it in and your dough has just started to form, you wanna go ahead and set it aside. On a clean floured surface, go ahead and dump that dough back down. Now, I'm going in with about 3/4 cup of strawberries, but I'm only adding about 2 tablespoons at a time. Flatten that dough out a little bit and then add some strawberries on top and almost knead folded in. I coated the strawberries in some flour before I started mixing them in, but they still release a lot of moisture, so the dough will get very sticky in this process. You just want to sprinkle little bits of flour here and there, but not too much because you don't want to dry out the dough either. Once those strawberries are well combined into the dough, you want to go ahead and roll and fold and roll and fold. This is what's going to create those layers, the strawberry and buttery flaky layers in those biscuits. This is what's going to create that. So you want to roll the dough and then fold it in half and then half again and then roll, fold in half and then in half again, about 8 to 10 times. After I'm done doing this, it's time to start cutting out my biscuits. And take out your biscuit cutter or cookie cutter and you want to go ahead and dip that in some flour and start cutting out your biscuit. Make sure when you push down that you don't twist or anything. Just push down and pop that biscuit up, because if you move it around, it'll start to get really sticky. So just fair warning, make sure you don't do that. Before you throw them into the oven, make sure that you go ahead and coat every biscuit with some buttermilk or melted butter to help them brown. I prefer to do buttermilk, so I go ahead and I brush some buttermilk on all of those beautiful biscuits, and then I throw them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. While that sits in the oven, we're gonna make our icing. For the icing, you're gonna grab a small bowl, and in the bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm gonna go ahead and whisk that up. It's gonna look really thick right off the bat, and it's not gonna look like enough milk, but just keep going. If you keep going and it's still not getting any less thick, go ahead and add in another tablespoon or so of milk. As you can see, I went ahead and added another tablespoon of milk here because it wasn't really the consistency I was looking for. I went ahead and continued mixing that in. Now here you have it, some icing for those beautiful biscuits that are in the oven, just about to be done. Once those biscuits are nice and golden brown, you want to go ahead and take them out of the oven. While they're still warm, you want to drizzle that beautiful vanilla icing all over them. At this point, you're pretty much done. So go ahead and plate them up and enjoy y'all some beautiful strawberry biscuits. So while I'm editing this video, I noticed that my outro's audio completely cut out, which I'm not very happy about, but it is what it is. I didn't want to scrap the whole video just because of the outro's audio. I felt like the rest of the video was pretty good up until now. So I apologize for the inconvenience of my voice probably not matching what my lips are saying. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you guys try this recipe. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment letting me know how you feel about the recipe or if you tried it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Easter.